coming up to the manor. This guy again. Now I can beat him with my bar.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Hey, it's the statue of Zeus. This is probably where I stopped last time. I think I talked to or like met a few people in here. Wahoo.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something
Time
to
to
do
use
with
logic.
its appearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Oh, this is like the Life is Strange before the Storm system. I don't remember if it was in original Life is Strange, but I played the prequel a little bit ago, and it basically had this system, I think.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally.
I do.
You happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
I think we probably go for this one first. At least this isn't timed.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly.
Step
You said you
2.
work together. What do you do exactly?
I'm a detective. Fuck it.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you
Do
and
you think
your
that's a
mother
blunder?
for a secret society. It would seem that discretion
Oh no, it was a
one of
blunder.
your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Whoops.
Shit. All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Step 3.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Yes. Oh, this one is timed. Shall I do this one? I guess.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
I succeeded.
It is a list of names.
No.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God
Step 4.
One other than your mother.
Confrontation, last step. You must convince the person you're talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right answer or you have no blunders left. Oh, okay. The last step will repeat itself if you fail. Oh, so that's why I have so many blunders. So I get 2 chances to get the right answer. There's probably only like 2 for this one. Okay, no worries. Wait, do I have any of these? No, these are locked. Sure.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good.
Oh, great.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci.
Oh, I'm reliable now.
Your
Wow.
mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests safe.
He already knew I was in the
across
order.
borders.
Why'd you give me such a hard time?
Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I
Score.
spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Wait, but I'm like... Any clues and items are hidden. Ah. But I'm like reliable now, right? Me. Me? Character? Traits. Reliable. Doesn't really look like it matters if I fuck with being unreliable. Do I have any skill points? I haven't earned any XP yet. I want to get this one to max. I just need 1 level in there. I think I've been putting stuff into manipulation? Ah. Can I just open it immediately? That'd be so funny. Inventory. I'll see if I want it to open it once in my room. I will open it. Are there clues about? You'd see little blue things, I'd guess. Like that door! That's just the way out. Okay, let's go see the group. Oh wait, a clue! Bam.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Oh. I will just take it. Yoink. Just take this massive fucking book. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. I will keep that, thank you. Oh, I'm not going to be able to just sit, am I? I'm going to have to talk to these people.
I
There we
thought
go.
my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
I forgot that George
Delighted
Washington
at
was
last
in
to
this.
make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Maurras de Richet. It is an honor to meet
I'm
you.
a nobody.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Secrets. My mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters.
Got a secret letter here.
It will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Wasn't I invaded? Ooh, do I want to lie about this?
Like
Yeah,
you,
fuck 'em.
Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
Two members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
So that's quite appropriate for the time period.
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Ah, the Illuminati. Oh fuck, I don't have much time. Oh,
Good
didn't need to look at
Lord.
his lips.
Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy
Hello.
shit. That's the
What?
man for my
Holy
visit.
shit.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Ask that man.
Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way.
I choose to make noise.
I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I want food. But he did say stay and listen to him. We can go get food in a bit.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother.
Ah, he already knows.
Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry
You did?
to
You figured
make
it out.
Wait, but I didn't want
Liar.
to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
After I told a
If
random
I can
person.
help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Can I ask both?
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
When did you last see her?
When did you last speak to her?
Did you kill her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Can't do that one.
When she came to the US, did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country, and to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken
I'm
a
pretty
boat
sure
and
she's
left?
here.
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
I think she's dead. They ate very
They're
quickly.
coming back.
What's up?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Oh, it's that one. I know that one.
So,
Saturn eating his children or
lady
something.
with you.
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Yes.
Just mentioned
got my controller
this
down.
Totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he
She's
just
very
saw a
fast at
ghost.
those.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Got it.
Washington looks surprised, but Home doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Well, all of us. Oh, the rooms are probably all in the same place. That would make sense.